Hey everyone, we are stepping up to episode number 3 with Omar, the real estate entrepreneur. How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good, Michael. Thank you for having me again.
Oh, dude,
Appreciate that.
I've been looking forward to this one. This one's going to be meaty. It's going to be meaningful. I think hopefully we're going to inspire and maybe even shake some people a little bit. But we're going to talk about a job, a trap, just over broke, because you've had the opportunity to inspire people to get out of the 9 to 5 and think about careers
Yep.
that could be multiple six figures. So why don't you talk about the trap of a just over broke or a job?
Oof. Okay. So let me tell you guys something. I'm not saying quit your jobs. I'm not saying that jobs are bad. I'm not saying any of that crap. So if you guys want to add stuff to what I'm saying and it's a lie, then shame on you, because I'm just telling you my opinion, my perspective on something. And I did have a job, but my job was being a bartender and a waiter. Okay. My focus was to create great service for people so they can pay me extra in gratuity and tips. Okay. That's where we made all of our money. Okay. So just letting you guys know, it's the service industry in general. Okay. Service to many leads to greatness. Pick an avenue. So in your job right now, you think about this. Your job is telling you how much you're worth.
Yeah.
Your job is telling you $15, $20, $25, $30 an hour, $40 an hour, $50 an hour, and you made it. Oh my gosh, $50 an hour. That's awesome. It's a great job, but someone's telling you, what you're worth.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to give you the example, and it's not the example for most, but I have 3 agents, 3 team members in my company. The first one quit his job selling cars and went all in because of what we were teaching them, what I currently am teaching them. He quit his job. He said, why am I going to get paid $4,000, $4,500 in sales a month? Mind you, he's 20 years old.
Mm.
And he has an apartment that he has to pay. He has a girlfriend. So that's an expense there. Start doing the numbers. And he said, I'm all in. Let's be in this real estate game. He is an agent, but he's becoming an entrepreneur immediately, not trying to go get listings and buy sides and all this other crap. Granted, that's how I started, but I didn't have someone like me teaching me what to do back then.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I'm teaching them. They quit their job, or he quit his job. That's number one. And now what he made in a year, he's going to probably make in 4 months. Okay. That's one example. Second example. Another person was young kid, 20 years old as well, quit his job selling cars as well. And that was a big move for him because he just bought a truck and he has an apartment, the whole thing. 4 months in the business, he's put six in escrow. His conversations are different with sellers because he asks more questions, because he's kind of around me all the time. And he's on track probably to do double and a half of what he made in his 1 full year, or actually 10 months selling cars.
Wow.
And remember, this is a career path. This isn't just a job. What you put into this business, you'll get out of it. What you don't put in, don't be complaining that this shit doesn't work, because you're not putting in any work.
Yeah.
Okay. The third example, and this one's big. I just had this conversation with him a little while ago, like 2 weeks ago. He has a family, older. I'm going to say older. He's 39. And family, couple kids, a wife, the security of health insurance, the security of a 401k, and then, someone telling you what you're worth at $45,000 a year. Okay. But you got all this other stuff covered. So that keeps you, right? It locks you in. I'm not saying it's bad. Okay. Again, I'm going to reiterate that. But it was taking time away from him being the entrepreneur in real estate, being the going out and servicing more clients and sellers and buyers, all of the above. Okay. obtaining that one rental at a time, that second rental, that third rental, all this stuff, it was getting in the way. And I don't want to say his job was getting in the way, but I'm going to say his time at the job was getting in the way of him becoming more, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I didn't say the job was bad. I said the time that the job took away from him being the entrepreneur. Okay. Big difference.
Yeah.
Something happened a few days ago. He got let go.
Oh.
Why? Because he was focusing on, and this isn't a bad thing. Sometimes you get forced in a position, or sometimes you do it and you make the call. He was starting to focus more because of our conversations, starting to focus more on the bigger picture of real estate, picture coming more in this business. And it was faltering his job. What somebody said, hey, this is what you're not doing. You're not hitting your quota, this, that, and the other. Okay. Well, he strung it out as long as he could. They let him go. Smart, because now he's going to get unemployment and stuff. Whatever. But that's his call. But the biggest part here was that because they let him go, he has no other excuse to go make one commission check. Let me tell you this. One commission check for his insurance for his whole family for the year. One deal a year pays for the insurance. Okay. The 401k that's up and down, super volatile. Well, he's going to remove that, which I think he pulled out his money, and he's going to reinvest it in a producing investment that will end up making him a better return. Okay. But because he was a little down and he was like, oh man, this is exactly what I told him. If I told you to give me $50,000 and in 1 year you have the potential to go make 300, anybody that's listening to this call is going to say, can I do that a couple times or 3 times or 4 times? Here, I'll give you 150,000. Go ahead. Do the math. I want 600K back, or whatever the case, or 600K. But most people don't have that confidence to go do that.
Yeah.
I'd rather get put in a position that, hey, I gave up $50,000 to go potentially make 300, 350, 400, 450, $500,000 on my efforts, not somebody telling me what I'm worth.
Yeah.
So that's a big difference, guys. I know I kept on going and going, but those are the 3 examples. I want you guys to listen to this one, because this is huge.
Yeah.
This relates to everyone that's out there doing this business. And even if you're not, it's okay. Stay at your job, but be smart about it. Lower your expenses. Don't go buy a damn car, a new one that's $900 a month. That's a rental. Don't go meet with the Joneses or whatever that shit is, where, keeping up with the Joneses. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because you're not there yet.
Yeah.
I know so many people that have jobs that have more liabilities than me.
Yeah, me too.
More liabilities. I've been doing this 18 years.
Yeah.
And now I have a couple liabilities. Yes, I do. And I don't care, because my renters pay for all of it.
Yeah.
Big difference. Nothing comes out of my pocket.
That's amazing.
Just know where you're at in your career and pay attention to people like Michael that has 180 some doors, probably 200 now at the end of this year. So pay attention to people like that, because I will tell you, these conversations don't happen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something. One more thing. You want to be the person that has all these doors that pay for everything. Okay. And yes, that's a big picture and everything else, but it starts with one. But before it starts with one, you have to know that you're already there.
Yeah.
Regardless of your job, regardless if you're barely making it. And if you're barely making it, I'd rather put the pressure on me to go produce and to go become someone, versus someone telling you, oh, you're only worth this much. Sorry. That's me.
No, I think
I can go on and on, but go ahead, Michael. I'm sorry. I took the stage for a little bit. I'm sorry.
No, I would have cut you off if I didn't love what you were doing. I loved all of that and then some.
I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me. Oh, I'm going to guess the audience can.
Are you there?
I'm here. I can hear you.
Let's
Yeah.
see. Hold on.
So what I'm going to tell folks, and I think it's still recording, is this conversation was critical.
Yeah,
I have
I
met
don't know. I
more
lost,
real estate millionaires because of this business, being a real estate entrepreneur. If you want to keep your job and do one rental at a time like I did,
Damn.
great. Live below your means, all of those things. But this was a great conversation. Omar, I appreciate you. Thanks, buddy.